DepEd management structure. To carry out its mandates and objectives, the department is organized into two major structural components. One is the central office. The central office maintains the overall administration of basic education at the national level. Second is the field offices. The field offices are responsible for the regional and local coordination and administration of the department's mandates. The RA 9155 provides that the department should have no more than 4 undersecretaries and 4 assistant secretaries, with at least 1 undersecretary and 1 assistant secretaries who are career service officers chosen among the staff of the department. At the present, the department operates with 4 undersecretaries in the areas of 1. Programs and projects, 2. Regional operations, 3. Financial administrations, and 4. Legal affairs. 4 assistant secretaries in the areas of 1. Programs and projects, 2. Planning and development, 3. Budget and financial affairs, and 4. Legal affairs. At the sub-national level, the field offices consist of the following: 16 regional offices, including the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or ARMM, each headed by the regional director, a regional secretary in the case of ARMM, 157 provincial and city schools divisions, each headed by the school division superintendent. Assisting the schools division offices are 2,227 school districts, each headed by the district supervisor. Under the supervisor of the school, division offices are 48,446 schools, broken down as follows: 40,763 elementary schools and 7,683 secondary schools. Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001. A bill transforming the name of Department of Education, Culture and Sports or DEX to the Department of Education or DepEd, and redefining the role of field offices, regional offices, division offices, district offices, and school offices. Principles in implementing rules and regulations. 1. The Department of Education must serve the students and the teachers, its primary constituents. 2. The principals, school administrators, and teachers in charge must exercise instructional leadership and sound administrative management of the school. 3. The school is the heart of the formal education system. And 4. The parents and the community shall be encouraged for active involvement. Implementing rules and regulations. Powers, duties, and functions of the Secretary. The Secretary of the Department of Education shall exercise overall authority and supervision over the operations of the department. Section 7. Power, duties, and functions. The Secretary of Department of Education shall exercise overall authority and supervision over the operation of the department. A national level, in addition to his or her powers under existing laws, the Secretary of Education shall have authority, accountability, and responsibility of the following: 1. Formulating national educational policies. 2. Formulating a national basic education plan. 3. Promulgating national education standards. 4. Monitoring and assessing national learning outcomes. 5. Undertaking national educational research and studies. 6. Enhancing and employment status, professional competencies, welfare, and working conditions of all personnel of the department, and 7. Enhancing the total development of the learners through local and national programs and or projects. Implementing rules and regulation. The regional director. There shall be as many regional offices as many be provided by law. Each regional offices shall have a director, an assistant director, and office staff for programs promotion and support, planning, administrative, legal, and fiscal services.
Section 7. Powers, duties, and functions. Number 1. Defining a regional educational policy frameworks which reflects the values, needs, and expectations of communities they serve. Number 2. Developing a regional basic educational plan. Number 3. Developing regional educational standards which a view towards benchmarking for international competencies. 4. Monitoring, evaluating, and assessing regional learning outcomes. Number 5. Undertaking research projects and developing and managing region-wide projects which may be funded through officials, development assistance, and or the funding agencies. Number 6. Ensuring strict compliance with prescribed national criteria for the recruitment, selection, and training of all staff in the region and divisions. Formulating in coordination with the Regional Development Council the budget to support the regional educational plan, which shall take into account the educational plans of the divisions and districts. 8. Determining the organization, components of the divisions and districts, and approving the post-staffing patterns of all employees in the divisions and district. Number 9. Hiring, placing, and evaluating all employees in the regional office except for the position of assistant director. 10. Evaluating all schools, division superintendents, and assistant division superintendents in the region. Number 11. Planning and managing the effectiveness and efficient use of all personnel, physical and physical resources of the regional office, including professional staff development. 12. Managing the database and management information system of the region. 13. Approving the establishment of public and private elementary and high schools and learning centers. And 14. Performing such other function as may be assigned by proper authorities. Implementing rules and regulations. The school division superintendent. A division shall consist of a province or city which shall have a school's division superintendent. There shall be at least one assistant school division superintendent and office staff for programs, promotion, planning, administrative, fiscal, legal, ancillary, and other support services. Division level. Consistent with the national educational policies, plans, and standards, the school's division superintendent shall have authority, accountability, and responsibility for the following. Number 1. Developing and implementing division education development plans. Number 2. Planning and managing the effective and efficient use of all personnel, physical and physical resources of the division, including professional staff development. Number 3. Hiring, placing, and evaluating all division supervisors and schools district supervisors, as well as all employees in the division, both teaching and non-teaching personnel, including school heads, except for the assistant division superintendents. The school district supervisor. A school district shall have a school district supervisors and office staff for program promotion. The school district supervisor shall primarily perform staff functions and shall not exercise administrative supervision over school principals unless specifically authorized by the proper authorities. School district level. The school district supervisor shall be responsible for number 1, providing professional and instructional advice and support to school heads and teachers, facilitators of school and learning centers in the district or cluster thereof. Number 2, curricula supervision. And 3, performing such other functions as may be assigned by proper authorities. Is the school head or principal. There shall be a school head for a public elementary school and public high schools or a cluster thereof. The establishment of integrated school from existing public elementary and public high school shall be encouraged subject to the guidelines that will be issued for the purpose by the Secretary of Education. Authority, accountability, and responsibility of school head. Number 1, setting the mission, vision, goals, and objectives of the school. Number 2, creating an environment within the school that is conducive to teaching and learning. Number 3, implementing, monitoring, and assessing the school curriculum and being accountable for higher learning outcomes. Number 4, developing the school education program and school improvement plan. Number 5, offering educational program, projects, and services which provide equitable opportunities for all learners in the community. Number 5, introducing new and innovative modes of instruction to achieve higher learning outcomes. Number 6, administering and managing all personnel, physical and physical resources of the school. Number 7, recommending the staffing complement of the school based on its needs. 8, encouraging and enhancing staff development. Number 9, establishing school and community networks and encouraging the active participation of teacher, organizations, non-academic personnel of public schools and parents, teachers, community associations. And accepting donations, gifts, bequests, and grants in accordance with existing laws and policy of the department for the purpose of upgrading teachers, learning facilitators, competencies, improving and expanding school facilities, and providing instructional materials and equipment. Such donations or grants must be reported to the division superintendents. And 11, performing such other functions as may be assigned by the secretary, regional directors, and schools division superintendents where they belong.